Hey guys, welcome back to another great day here at the ranch, and we are going to do another Watch Wednesday, and this time we're going to go over the basic budget watch of the Casio MQ-24. Let's get into it. Okay guys, another beautiful Casio. Now this is probably the most basic budget watch I think I have ever seen, but I love these old Casios. These just super basic budget watches. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Brings back a little nostalgia there. This one is very thin. Look at that. Look at that band. Very thin. All plastic resin. Very thin case. This model here is the MQ-24. Probably pick this up for somewhere between $10 and $20 depending on where you buy it. Just your basic, if you want to jump out on the kayak, do any quick action type moves where you're concerned about maybe ruining your 1962 Timex, then you know, throw this one on, still get the time. Only basic features to it, right? No date, but it will definitely tell you the time. So, very cool watch. This one's all black, white dial, black letters, or black hour markers. Let's get into a battery change on this one real quick. One thing unique about the Casio MHQ is there's no screws holding it on like a lot of the other Casios, and I don't have one here in front of me. They'll have 4 screws. You can take the stainless steel back off and change it out. So we're going to attempt to get this back popped off, and it looks like we might be able to get inside there, but you should be able to just pry this back off. Again, very basic watch. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make this easier for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and take off the bracelet. And this is just a, see the small hook on there? It's a small hook tool. Came in a set of what I bought on Amazon. And all it does is push in these spring bars. So you can pop that off of there. Now, you can see right there is where we need to push up, possibly pry up on those underneath marks. You shouldn't have to take your band off, but I'm going to do that just to show you guys. Alright, there we go. We're just going to give it a little pry. And there we go. The case is popped. Now this one, let me get my loop. Looks like it's going to be a 377 battery. What is that? Also AG4, I think. I'm going to get in your way for a second. Yeah, 626 SW. That's a 377. And again, I buy these on Amazon. 377, 626, AG4, LR626, those are all compatible. These are super cheap on Amazon. I'll leave a link below. And then we'll see if we can't pop off this. When I change my batteries, I like to take this little case out. Careful of the gasket. You're going to want that to stay in place. You don't want to lose your waterproofing. It just makes it easier to pop these batteries out, because they are, original ones are in there pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get this gasket off and reset it. Alright, old one out. Let's see if we can get that new one in. And it goes in flat side up. Sorry, you're probably looking at the back of my hand, but tiny batteries into tiny spaces, not very conducive to filming, especially when you can't get your head in front of it and look at it and line it up, but I do it for you guys. Now you can see, don't panic, just take your time. You'll get it in there. We got one side in. We keep popping out, don't we? Tiny, tiny, tiny. Now, one thing I'll note, sometimes these will have a little plastic piece that go over the battery, and you have to take those out. In this case, we didn't have to take it out to change it. I just think it makes it a little easier. But I guess it's proving me wrong right now. Alright, I'm going to have to turn this way. You guys still see that? Okay. I'm going to turn it this way. So it's going to be a little sideways for you because I can't make heads or tails of where I'm going the other way. There we go. Got it in. And it just helps when you look at it straight on. Alright, put my plastic piece back in. And this is pretty clean, so I don't think there's a lot of cleaning we're going to have to do. Okay, cover's back on. Let's go ahead and we'll get this band back on. And what I like to do is get one end in and then use my spring bar tool to compress it down and get it into the other side. There you go. That's simple. And our second hand is moving. So there we go, guys. Casio MQ-24. Probably not the easiest battery change without the screws, but again, not too hard. You probably want to line it up a little better and not film it, and you may be able to do it easier. But again, great lightweight sport type watch. I'll throw this on if I'm going kayaking or whatever. That's something where I don't want to ruin a more collectible watch. One additional thing about this watch, guys, is the band is a little bit small. You can see, I think my wrist is about 7 1/4, 7 1/2, somewhere between there. I think it's 7 1/2. It's not a lot of room on that band, not a lot left. So keep that in mind if you're going to get this watch. Band is a little bit smaller. Man, I just realized, guys, I forgot to give you the measurements on this one. Let's get the case size. This is a smaller watch, 33 millimeters. Let's go lug to lug. That's about 34 millimeters. You know, the width of the band, that's about an 18 or so. But the real one is, let's get the case thickness. That's about 8.5 millimeters. So again, thin watch, very lightweight. You won't even know it's there when you're wearing it. One of the advantages of this watch. If you don't like wearing watches that feel heavy or feel like getting your way all the time, this is probably one you want to look at. Hey guys, that's all we have for today. Threw in a watch battery change in there, did chip it up a little bit, so failure on my part, but hey, that's the beauty of these cheap watches. Maybe I'll do an update on see how much longer it lasts as I wear this out, you know, floating down the river or whatever we're doing. So again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we will see you next time.